According to industry data, motorcycle dealers are facing an unprecedented inventory crisis. Brand new bikes worth millions are collecting dust on showroom floors, some for over 400 days. The motorcycle market is sending a clear message that's impossible to ignore. Across the country, dealerships are struggling with models they can't move, carrying costs that are bleeding them dry, and customers who are walking away from bikes that seemed like sure sellers just 2 years ago. Today, we're breaking down the 15 motorcycle models with the highest market day supply in America, based on the latest dealer inventory reports. And number 1 has been sitting unsold for over 425 days. Before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future market updates that could save you thousands on your next bike purchase. Number 15, 2024 BMW S1000RR. Let's start with something that should be flying off showroom floors. The S1000RR, BMW's flagship superbike, is sitting on dealer lots for 185 days, with an average price of $18,995. This is BMW's track weapon with 205 horsepower, cutting-edge electronics, and a reputation that should sell itself. But here's the problem. The superbike market has fundamentally changed. Insurance costs for leader bikes have skyrocketed, especially for younger riders. Many states now require additional licensing for bikes over 600 cc, and track days are becoming more expensive and harder to access. Add in the fact that most buyers in this segment are experienced riders who know a 2022 or 2023 S1000RR offers 95% of the performance at 70% of the price. And suddenly that $19,000 price tag looks like poor value. With 847 units sitting unsold, BMW dealers are learning that even legendary performance can't overcome market reality. Number 14, 2024 Kawasaki Ninja H2. Here's another head-scratcher. The supercharged H2 with its otherworldly 200 horsepower and distinctive styling should be a showstopper. But at $29,400 average selling price, it's sitting for 192 days with 312 units gathering dust nationwide. The H2's problem isn't performance, it's practicality. This is a $30,000 motorcycle that most riders will never use to its potential. It requires premium fuel, specialized maintenance, and frankly more skill than most riders possess. The insurance costs alone can run $3,000 to $5,000 annually for many riders. Then there's the competition from Kawasaki's own lineup. Why spend $29,400 on an H2 when a ZX-10R delivers similar real-world performance for $16,999? The H2 has become a victim of its own extremes, pricing itself out of reach for most enthusiasts while being too intense for casual buyers. Number 13, 2024 Ducati Panigale V4S. Ducati's flagship superbike is experiencing a reality check. With 201 days of inventory and 428 units unsold at an average price of $28,395, the Panigale V4S is struggling to find buyers. On paper, it's magnificent. 214 horsepower, exotic Italian engineering, and styling that stops traffic. But Ducati's traditionally high maintenance costs are scaring away buyers. The desmodromic valve system requires expensive service intervals, and finding qualified technicians outside major cities is increasingly difficult. Depreciation is brutal too. A 2020 Panigale V4S that sold for $27,000 new is now worth around $16,000 in good condition. That's an $11,000 loss in 4 years. For buyers considering a $28,000 purchase, those numbers are sobering. Many are choosing the base Panigale V4 for $6,000 less or looking at Japanese alternatives with lower ownership costs. Number 12, 2024 Indian Chieftain Elite. Indian's premium touring cruiser is sitting with 204 days of inventory and 1,247 units unsold. At $32,999 average selling price, the Chieftain Elite competes in the ultra-premium touring segment, where buyers expect perfection. The bike offers impressive features like a 19-inch touchscreen, premium audio, and luxurious appointments. But Indian's reliability reputation is holding back sales. While much improved from the early revival years, Indian still trails Harley-Davidson in long-term dependability studies. Service network limitations are another concern. With fewer dealers than Harley, finding qualified service outside major markets can be challenging. The Chieftain Elite also faces internal competition from Indian's own Roadmaster, which offers similar capability for $4,000 less. At $33,000, buyers are cross-shopping with Harley's Road Glide Limited and even entry-level luxury cars. Number 11. 2024 Aprilia RSV 41100 Factory. The RSV 4 Factory represents everything Aprilia does best: track-focused engineering, exotic components, and performance that rivals MotoGP machines. But with 208 days of inventory and an average price of $25,995, it's struggling to find buyers. Aprilia's biggest challenge is brand awareness in America. Despite building world-class motorcycles, Aprilia lacks the recognition of Ducati or the reliability reputation of Japanese brands. The RSV4's maintenance requirements are substantial too. Valve adjustments every 6,000 miles and specialized parts availability make ownership expensive and complicated. Most damaging is depreciation. Aprilia motorcycles lose value faster than almost any other European brand, with some models dropping 60% in 3 years. For riders considering a $26,000 purchase, that represents a potential $15,600 loss. At this price point, many buyers choose the proven Yamaha R1 or Kawasaki ZX-10R instead. Number 10. 2024 Harley-Davidson CVO Street Glide. Harley's flagship touring bike is experiencing unexpected resistance at $45,999 average selling price. With 215 days of inventory and 892 units unsold, the CVO Street Glide is proving that even Harley loyalty has limits. The CVO represents Harley's premium offering with custom paint, upgraded audio, and exclusive features. But at $46,000, it's competing with luxury cars and boats for discretionary spending. Harley's aging demographic is also catching up. Traditional Harley buyers are retiring and reducing motorcycle spending, while younger riders are choosing adventure bikes and sport motorcycles over cruisers. The Street Glide's 114 cubic inch engine, while torquey, feels outdated compared to modern power plants. Add in Harley's recent quality issues, including recalls for brake problems and electrical failures, and buyers are questioning whether $46,000 represents good value. Before we continue, if you think $46,000 for a motorcycle is absolutely insane, go ahead and smash that like button. Number 9. 2024 KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. KTM's flagship adventure bike should be capitalizing on the ADV boom, but it's sitting for 218 days, with 1,156 units unsold at $19,699 average price. The 1290 Super Adventure S offers incredible performance, with 160 horsepower and advanced electronics that rival luxury cars. But KTM's reliability reputation is hurting sales. Owner forums are filled with complaints about electrical gremlins, premature wear, and expensive repairs. The adventure bike market has also become incredibly competitive. BMW's R1250 GS offers similar capability, with better reliability and stronger resale value. Honda's Africa Twin provides 80% of the performance at 60% of the price. Most buyers in this segment prioritize reliability over peak performance, and KTM's reputation for requiring frequent service is driving customers to competitors. With over 1,100 units sitting unsold, KTM dealers are discovering that reputation matters more than specification sheets. Number 8. 2024 Can-Am Spyder RT Limited. The three-wheeled Spyder is sitting with 225 days of inventory and 743 units unsold at $31,299 average price. The Spyder targets riders who want motorcycle excitement without balance concerns, appealing to older riders or those with physical limitations. But the Spyder faces multiple challenges. Many traditional motorcyclists view it as not a real motorcycle, while car drivers see it as unnecessary complexity. Insurance costs are surprisingly high because it's classified as a motorcycle in most states. Storage and maintenance are also more complicated than either a car or a traditional motorcycle. The RT Limited's $31,000 price point puts it against touring motorcycles that offer more capability and better fuel economy. Most problematic is depreciation. Spyders lose value faster than almost any powersport vehicle, with 3-year-old models worth 40% of original MSRP. Number 7. 2024 Moto Guzzi MG-X21. Moto Guzzi's flagship cruiser is struggling with 234 days of inventory at $22,990 average selling price. The MG-X21 is undeniably distinctive, with its exposed shaft drive, carbon fiber bodywork, and unique Italian character. But Moto Guzzi's limited dealer network is severely limiting sales potential. With fewer than 100 dealers nationwide, buyers worry about service availability and parts support. The MG-X21 also suffers from unclear positioning. It's not as comfortable as a Harley Street Glide, not as fast as a Ducati Diavel, and not as reliable as a Honda Fury. The Transverse V-twin engine, while characterful, produces less power than competitors, while requiring premium fuel. At $23,000, buyers have access to proven alternatives from Harley, Indian, and Japanese manufacturers with better support networks and stronger resale values. Number 6. 2024 BMW K1600 GT. BMW's 6-cylinder touring flagship is backing up on lots, with 241 days of supply and 567 units unsold. At $26,945 average selling price, the K1600 GT offers incredible smoothness and touring capability. The inline-6 engine is a mechanical masterpiece, but it's also incredibly complex and expensive to maintain. BMW's electronic systems, while advanced, have proven problematic in real-world use. Owners report failures of the dynamic ESA suspension, navigation systems, and various sensors that can cost thousands to repair. The K1600 GT also faces fierce competition from Honda's Goldwing, which offers similar capability with proven reliability at a lower price point. Many touring riders are also choosing adventure bikes over traditional touring machines, finding bikes like the BMW R1250 GS more versatile for their needs. Number 5. 2024 Ducati Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak. Ducati's range-topping adventure bike is sitting with 248 days of inventory at $29,995 average price. The Multistrada V4 Pikes Peak represents the pinnacle of adventure bike technology, with adaptive suspension, lean-sensitive traction control, and the most powerful engine in the segment. But Ducati's adventure bike experiment is struggling against established players. BMW dominates the adventure market with proven reliability and dealer support. The Multistrada's complex electronics, while impressive, have proven troublesome in the dirt and dust that adventure riders encounter. Maintenance costs are also substantially higher than competitors, with valve adjustments alone costing over $1,000. At $30,000, adventure riders can buy a BMW R1250 GS and have enough left over for comprehensive gear and accessories. Number 4. 2024 Energica EVA Rebelle. The electric motorcycle revolution was supposed to be here by now, but the EVA Rebelle is sitting for 267 days with an average price of $23,995. As one of the few highway-capable electric motorcycles available, it should be capitalizing on the EV trend. But electric motorcycle adoption is moving slower than anyone predicted. Range anxiety is real, with the EVA Rebelle offering only 100 miles of mixed riding. Charging infrastructure remains inadequate outside major cities, and charging times of 4 or more hours make long-distance travel impractical. The $24,000 price point doesn't help either. For the same money, buyers can get multiple gas-powered motorcycles with unlimited range and 5-minute fill-ups. Most concerning is depreciation. Early electric motorcycles are losing value faster than any other segment as technology rapidly improves and newer models offer better capabilities. Number 3. 2024 Indian FTR Championship. Indian Sport Tracker is struggling with 285 days of inventory and 1,347 units unsold at $15,999 average price. The FTR was supposed to attract younger riders to the Indian brand with its flat track-inspired design and modern performance. But the execution has been problematic. The FTR's riding position is too aggressive for touring, but not committed enough for track use. It lands in an uncomfortable middle ground that satisfies neither sport riders nor cruiser enthusiasts. Reliability has been inconsistent too, with owners reporting electrical problems and premature wear of suspension components. The FTR also suffers from Indian's limited performance parts ecosystem. Sport riders want aftermarket support for modifications, but the FTR lacks the extensive catalog available for Japanese sport bikes. At $16,000, many buyers choose proven alternatives like the Yamaha MT-09 or Kawasaki Z900 instead. Number 2. 2024 Brough Superior SS100. Yes, the legendary Brough Superior is back, and it's sitting on floors for 318 days at an eye-watering $62,000 average selling price. The SS100 represents ultimate exclusivity, with hand-built construction and heritage dating to the 1920s. But at $62,000, it's competing with luxury cars, boats, and even small aircraft for buyers' attention. The market for $60,000-plus motorcycles is incredibly small, limited to collectors and ultra-wealthy enthusiasts. More problematic is questioning about long-term support. Brough Superior builds fewer than 100 bikes annually, raising concerns about parts availability and service support. The SS100's bespoke nature means everything is expensive, from routine maintenance to replacement parts. Most devastating is the realization that very few buyers will actually ride a $62,000 motorcycle, making it more art than transportation. Number 1. 2024 Confederate Hellcat Speedster. And here it is, the slowest-selling motorcycle in America, with 425 days of market supply. At $113,900 average selling price, only 23 units have been produced, and dealers can't move them. The Hellcat Speedster represents the extreme end of motorcycle manufacturing with billet aluminum construction, exotic materials, and sculptural design that belongs in a museum. But at $114,000, it's competing with supercars and luxury boats. The buyer pool is microscopic, limited to ultra-wealthy collectors who view motorcycles as art pieces rather than vehicles. Confederate's limited production capacity means parts and service support are essentially non-existent outside the factory. The Hellcat's 2,500cc engine produces impressive power but requires racing fuel and constant attention. Most problematic is the complete lack of practicality. This is a $114,000 motorcycle that can't be ridden in rain, stored outside, or serviced by normal dealers. It's less transportation than sculpture, and the market is reflecting that reality. With nearly 15 months of inventory sitting unsold, Confederate is learning that even the most exotic motorcycles need buyers willing to actually purchase them.